Hi, Brad. Just obviously a tough night. What was the difficulties? Was it just too much of the trio in this one?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the biggest thing, Dan, we obviously started the game great. Our energy was great. Offensively, we scored pretty consistently, all night. But when they went and got going individually, I thought it's almost like we overreacted and started over scrambling, over blitzing, trying to trap. And it just opened up easier opportunities. And then everybody's rolling. I thought we did a good job in a couple of these other games of limiting the feel good rhythm of an offense. Today, after they made those tough shots, I thought we overreacted and rightfully so. I mean, I think obviously it's hard to watch those guys go isolation and it's hard to play them one-on-one. They do a really good job when you run and jump them, when you trap them. They get rid of it quick. They got good players in the middle of the floor and then great shooting around it. We just have to be a little bit more solid. But, we got hit by a good punch and we need to be ready to deliver one on Tuesday.
Keith Smith.
Brad, how important is it, even though the game didn't go the way you wanted, but for Romeo and Aaron and Peyton to get this kind of experience for you guys in these moments?
I mean, big games, playoff games, against good teams. I mean, in great environments. Yeah, I mean, those are invaluable experiences. I thought we showed our age some, but I also thought those guys did a lot of good things. And so we'll look at it and figure out how we can all be a little bit better. But, it's kind of like we said, when some of our other guys were younger, we don't have time to wait to be older. We've got to, grow up by Tuesday and be better.
Adam Himmelsbach.
Brad, you obviously seen it plenty, but what did you see from Kyrie beyond shots going in that was different tonight than it was on Friday when you guys were able to slow him down a lot more?
Yeah, he had a great burst tonight. You could see it. He had a great pop to his game, a great pop in his step. I thought that we did a poor job at times of being up in his airspace, but that's easier said than done because you're worried about the drive and you're worried about fouling him. But he was great. And, he's had a couple of good games here out of the first four. And, but I thought all those guys, Durant, anytime it got even uncomfortable, those guys made big shots.
Jared Weiss.
Brad, you talk all the time about when you have to just tip your cap as a defense when the other team makes a great play, but on a night like this where you're tipping your cap constantly because they're hitting so many contested shots, how do you balance knowing that you think that's the right strategy in that moment and having to make an adjustment just because it's not working no matter what you do?
We made a lot of adjustments, and the adjustments were worse. Because what that did was that separated the game. And so when you talk about playoff basketball, obviously you want to adjust appropriately, but doing it a little bit better or staying the course when you're navigating a game or at least within arm's reach is sometimes the right move. And I thought, again, we got too scrambled. We scrambled too much after some of those difficult shots early. So, again, we'll look at it. We'll figure out where we can better trap and where we can be better sprinkle those things in. But at the same time, every defense in the league wants to stay in its shell as much as you can. And, I thought, again, when we played our best basketball in the series, that's what we've done.
Gary Washburn.
Hey, Brad. They punched it to begin the third quarter. They went up by as many as 27, but you guys kept fighting. It seemed like the crowd was definitely into it, regardless of the score. You just I mean, can you take something away from the fact that they didn't really knock you out? I mean, they didn't really, you didn't relent. Maybe in past times this year, you guys would have gotten discouraged, and it just seemed like you guys just played through the game and were honest to the game.
Yeah, no, I don't have any issues at all with our approach, our effort. Again, we got a little haphazard defensively, Gary, and that's the part that we can control, that we need to clean up and do better. And again, there are some individual tendencies that we need to do a better job of and all that stuff. But the effort was good all the way through. And we've come back on several occasions this year and made it even more uncomfortable than we did there at the end. It was. I wish we could have had a better opportunity at the end, because it was so great to have our fans back in the building. I can't tell you, like, just being in the bubble, starting this year, going through the year. Sometimes you're playing in front of 1,000 people, sometimes nobody. But it's just like, this place is special, and the idea of being a part of a community and a community watching a basketball game together, and especially here, I wish we could have had a better shot at the end, because I think that this place obviously wanted to blow the lid off.
Wrap it up right there. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.